So, Index Universal Life, I am going to play, want to play the video? I'm going to play a short video on the IUL Express just to give you a little bit idea of what this product is like. And this video is actually available to you, and it's client approved. You can show this to your clients to help you understand what this product is all about.
We all want to protect those that matter most to us. We do everything we can think of to keep them out of harm's way. Don't talk to strangers. Eat your vegetables. Stay out of the deep end. Wear your helmet. But you can't be there to protect them all the time, and you won't be around forever. They need protection from the everyday bumps and bruises, but they also need protection that can help them with their financial obligations after you're gone. They need protection that lasts. An indexed Universal Life Express life insurance policy from United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, a Mutual of Omaha company, can help provide that long-term protection because it's a permanent life insurance solution that can last your entire lifetime. Indexed Universal Life Express, also known as IUL Express, provides a host of benefits to your loved ones. The primary benefit of this policy is a one-time death benefit in the amount you choose, which can range from $25,000 to $300,000. This death benefit is paid directly to your beneficiaries to help replace your income and help maintain their standard of living. This feature isn't an optional rider. It's available to you just by paying the required premiums. We want to make sure you're confident and comfortable purchasing a policy like this. So let's take a moment to discuss how a permanent life insurance policy works. With permanent life insurance, the actual cost of your life insurance coverage starts out lower when you are younger and increases as you get older. In an effort to have your planned premiums remain the same throughout your lifetime, you will pay more than the actual cost of your life insurance and policy charges in the early years. The extra premiums you pay, along with any interest you earn, will help you build an accumulation value within your policy. Then, when you get older and your premium payments are no longer enough to cover the higher cost of your insurance and policy charges, your accumulation value can help pay for the higher costs, keeping your policy affordable throughout your lifetime. Your policy's cash value also gives you flexibility. You may be able to increase or decrease your premiums if needed. And if your cash value is sufficient, you could even take a break from paying your premiums in certain years. Or if life throws you a curveball and you needed some extra cash, you can even take out a loan or withdrawal from your cash value. You'll just want to make sure there's always enough money in your policy to cover your cost of insurance charges throughout your lifetime. That's what ensures that your loved ones will receive a death benefit when you pass away. With an IUL Express policy, the interest you earn is based on the performance of the S&P 500 index, which measures the stock performance of 500 large companies listed on stock exchanges in the United States. If the S&P 500 index goes up, your policy's accumulation value will be credited with indexed interest, subject to your policy's participation and cap rates. This gives you greater growth potential than a policy with a fixed interest rate. However, if the S&P 500 goes down, your policy comes with a 0% floor as an added layer of protection. This means you cannot lose money due to market decreases. That's the beauty of an IUL Express policy. You get the opportunity to participate in the market's upside without the downside market risk. Even though your growth is based on market performance, it's important to point out that your accumulation value is not actually invested in the stock market. The index performance is only used in the calculation of the index interest credited to the policy. Your policy also comes with an additional guarantee of the death benefit. You can feel confident knowing that as long as you pay no less than the minimum required premium, your death benefit is guaranteed to last for at least 20 years or until age 80, whichever comes first. You get this guarantee regardless of how the market performs. If you live beyond this point, your death benefit can extend through your lifetime, as long as your policy's accumulation value is sufficient. In addition to your death benefit, your policy also comes with living benefits that may allow you to access a portion of your death benefit early under certain circumstances. These accelerated death benefit riders for terminal, chronic, and critical illness come with your policy at no additional cost. You can also select from a variety of optional riders to personalize your policy based on your situation and your needs. And you get all of this without having to go through a medical exam or a long health inquiry. With Indexed Universal Life Express life insurance, you can rest a little easier knowing that your loved ones who are counting on you for protection are covered. Whether it's helping them to remember to look both ways before crossing or helping them continue to pay the mortgage after you're gone. So you're providing them with protection while you're here and after you're gone. Now that's protection that lasts.
Okay, how many have you seen that video or used that video in a sale? Okay. Again, that video is customer approved, is client approved, I should say, and it's available to you on the Mutual of Omaha Simplified website. It's a great video. It helps you explain to your clients, what is a simplified index universal life product. Ages 18 through 75. Again, no blood, no urine, no paramed. Knockout questions on the application. It's a great, $300,000 is the maximum death benefit. $25,000 is the minimum death benefit. It goes up to age 75. Standard non-tobacco, standard tobacco. And the index strategies, 100% participation is the most common one used. The basics of this product. Why, what is the reason for this product out there? It's a permanent solution that you have clients that don't like to sit in a doctor's office. You have clients that don't like to be, pricked by a needle. You have, you might have younger clients that want something fast, want something simple, and need something ASAP. IUL Express is that product for them because, again, no blood, no urine, no paramed, knockout questions on the application. And additional to that death benefit, they have the ability to accumulate cash value. And that cash value helps the policy either extend, or if they don't want to pay premiums, or they want to decrease their premiums or reduce their premiums, they can do that if their cash value is sufficient enough. Is it not going? There we go. Why was this product? Who is your target market for this product? Again, clients are looking for a permanent product. In today's day and age, people want things fast. They want things quick. They want things, immediately. Maybe people who are planning for final expense. I know, you hear me a lot of times saying Living Promise, is the best final expense product out there. But I challenge you, if you have a healthy individual and they want $50,000 or maybe they want more, quote an IUL Express versus the Living Promise. And it might surprise you, the IUL Express might be cheaper than the Living Promise. Yep. So clients who've just purchased a new home, again, want coverage quickly. Sometimes we think of, protecting the family, protecting the mortgage, protecting themselves against any health surprises. We think of Term Life Express maybe. We think of that product because a lot of times we say Term Life Express has the living benefits. So does the IUL Express. Term Life Express, has the protect the mortgage, protect the home. IUL Express has that as well, and guess what it also has? Cash, has the ability to accumulate cash value. Just on the note with Term Life Express, it has just come out. If anyone here sells the Term Life Express ROP as a great product, Mutual of Omaha is discontinuing that product on January 31st. So take note. Yep. So the Term Life Express ROP is not going to be any longer after January 31st. Yeah, and then people who want permanent coverage. This thing does not. So let's take an example. Let's take an example of a client for an IUL Express. We have Emilio. And Emilio is a 33-year-old male, married, 2 kids, $250,000 mortgage, and their family income is $150,000 a year. So we do an IUL Express, a death benefit for $250,000. It's $122.29 a month. You do the Easy Solve option, which is Easy Solve. Level death benefit, 100% participation. That's it. I will tell you 98% of these applications that go into the Mutual of Omaha company are sold on the Easy Solve method because it's so easy to understand. The 100% participation again, the accelerated death benefit, the accelerated for chronic and terminal illness and critical illness is available on the Easy Solve. It has the waiver of surrender for partial withdrawals. What is that rider? That rider is how many people in the last couple of years we've known become disabled, have lost a spouse, have become hospitalized, have become disabled due to COVID, due to the pandemic of the world. IUL Express, if you need your money because of those life events, you can surrender that policy and get your money back without any penalties. So, again, tax-free death benefit at the age of 59, it's guaranteed at age 59. After 59, you have the conservative rate of 2.75, and it goes out to age 120 at the average rate of 5.80. Don't forget the living benefits protection, early access. If you're diagnosed with a terminal illness, if your clients are chronically ill or critically ill, they can accelerate up to 80% of their death benefit to pay for those unexpected expenses. Tax-deferred accumulation value. The insured has the ability to take out tax-free loans, tax-free withdrawals on their accumulation value, and they don't have to pay those back just when they pass. That money has come off the death benefit. So if they need emergency funds, their accumulation value can come handy. So, selling techniques and strategies discuss the value adds to this product. Minimum guaranteed for 20 years or to age 80, whichever comes first. The ability to carry out to age 120 at cost-effective premiums. Don't forget those built-in riders. Their premium is not invested in the market. The interest crediting rate is based off of the S&P 500. And if you're used to the Term Life Express application, the Term Life Express questions and everything, guess what? The IUL Express uses the same application. With that note, I want to tell you to pre-qualify your clients on this product. Pre-qualify your clients on any simplified issue product like the Living Promise. Ask those questions prior to taking an e-app, because then you'll prevent of getting them a decline. You'll prevent them from not qualifying for these products, and you'll prevent yourself from getting a decline on your placement and persistency record. Get a paper app. Ask those questions. Ask them the medications. Are they on any medications that are on the knockout drug list? Do they follow the underwriting bill chart? Simplified issue follows that bill chart pound for pound. If they are 1 pound over that, they will not qualify for the product, because remember, there's no blood, no urine, no paramed. So I will turn it over to Caitlin to talk about overcoming some objections with IULs.
So overcoming objections is something that we all deal with in any type of presentation that we have, whether you're presenting cancer, whole life, IUL, long-term care, you're going to get an objection. So it's important to be familiar with those and know, but with this specific product, not fully understanding what an IUL does, not knowing your product is going to not be beneficial for you. So study your product, ask questions. I know Jessica said, you can reach out to her with questions about this, and she can help you. She's helped me with a product before as well. the living benefit rider features, make sure that you know about that. People are going to ask you questions. If you don't have the answer to it, they're probably not going to fully trust you and want to do business with you. So when you know your product, it builds the trust behind the whole reason that you're showing them the product. And then show client the approved video. That video is actually really informational. I've seen it multiple times that it's been showed to us here and by agents. Save the video to your computer. Show it, pull it up in a presentation. It's really informational to be able to have those things for our clients. The close is, do you want to do this part, Jessica, or you want me to? Okay. Simple and fast. I know, like she said earlier, the application's the same as the Term Life Express. Simple and fast. We can do it e-app, and you can do everything electronically. You can actually find out if they're approved while they're sitting right in front of you. So it's an instant decision.
And now with the e-app, Mutual of Omaha rolled out the text authorization. You can send your client a text and they can sign the application. They can do everything by their phone now. So that is, and that's on all the simplified issue products. So that is a plus too, yes.
Is that only on the simplified
Yes.
or the express products?
Yeah, the simplified express products.
Okay, so a traditional IUL, you cannot do the tax.
No.
Okay. What about LPA? LPA, not an LPA.
I don't know when they'll.
I think we had another question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's great. I'm confused because why does it say guaranteed minimum 20-year coverage or until 80? I thought it was permanent.
It's permanent. It has a guaranteed period till you're 20 years old, where the premium and the death benefit are guaranteed to stay the
Oh,
same
you're talking about that. Okay.
to 20 years or to age 80, whichever comes
Gotcha.
first.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, then what happens after that?
It has the potential to go up at cost-effective premiums. You just don't know what's going to happen after 20 years. But remember, they have the cash accumulation to help you with those increasing expenses.
And sorry, if the market, what does cost effective mean?
Cost.
It's kind of subjective.
Cost effective, they could stay the same, they could increase a little bit. But your accumulation value, as the video says, you want to make sure your accumulation value is sufficient enough to help you with those increasing costs if they if the premiums increase. Yes.
Can you front load premiums to increase your accumulation in the early years?
You can, you can send in more money. Is that what you're asking? Yeah. Yep. You can overfund is what they call it.
Is there a limit to how many times you can overfund, or is it?
Nope. You just have to work with Mutual of Omaha to make sure that the policy still meets the definition of insurance, and you don't want it to do a modified endowment. Yes. Any other questions? No?
EasySolve, as far as the EasySolve goes, whatever that illustration gives out, that's the way it's going to be for the remainder of the policy.
The easy.
Changes or anything like that?
The Easy Solve is 100% participation level death benefit. And that is the solution that you illustrate on your phone. A lot of people say, well, I illustrated this premium on my phone. That is the Easy Solve method. So it's level death benefit, the minimum premium to give you to age 20 or for 20 years or to age 80, whichever comes first.
Let's say they want to overfund a policy, like you mentioned, in general. If they're, like we quote them, and let's say the premium's going to be $100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
But they want to overfund it, they want to pay $150 a month. How do we put that into the app, or we do that? Or how does that go?
You'd run an illustration on WinFlex, which I get a lot of questions about. And when you do the application, you just want to put $150 on the premium pay.
Okay.
And you don't want to check Easy Solve, you want to check without Easy Solve. And I can always help you with that.
Okay.
Any other questions? Mutual of Omaha was the first company to come out with a simplified issue IUL product, so it gets a lot of attention. Don't forget about the other simplified issue products. Children's whole life. I know a lot of people, say, there's not much on a children's whole life policy, but pair that up with the living promise policy. Why? Because grandparents can take that out on their grandchildren without the parent's signature. A very easy sell. Living promise. People plan for final expense. Behind a great product like the Living Promise product, you have a lot of individuals who know the Mutual of Omaha name. They will ask you, oh, I remember that company. I remember the Wild Kingdom show. That is their claim to fame. Term Life Express, if you're an ROP seller, sell that product fast because it's coming to an end. Not the Term Life Express product, just the ROP rider. And then the IUL Express.
Jessica, folks that do have that currently, that continues on.
Yes, yep, just new sales after, yep. They're all available on iGo eApp, the IUL Express, Term Life Express, Living Promise. You get instant decision. You can tell them if they're approved or not approved. And then the Children's Whole Life, it's like you put the app in one morning and that afternoon you have an approval and the policy's out the door.
Is it possible that they might get not approved in simplified issues, but get approved through a regular underwriting process?
Yes, because the simplified issue does not do any paramedical exam. They don't pull any records. They don't do any lab work. They have the knockout questions. They do the MIB.
The recording can't hear us without the mic.
They might pull the MIB, and they do the pharmaceutical report. And when you are asking those questions, have your clients be honest, because I get a lot of questions with agents coming to me saying, what does this mean that they didn't answer the questions honestly? And so it's incomplete application. That means something on the MIB, something on the pharmaceutical was pulled, and they didn't answer their questions honestly. So the case gets incompleted. And Jack's going to go over the fully underwritten in a little bit to show how a FIA can fund an IUL right after me, so right after Caitlin and I. So you can see how that works. But a lot of this terminology, zero is your hero. Where do you hear that on? The FIA. Cap rates, participation rates, your client benefits from the market being up, but you have that downside protection. So a lot of the terms on an IUL should sound familiar because you have those terms on a FIA as well.
So like with the FIA, you can do like a portion of it in a fixed interest rate and then a portion in the market. Can you do that with?
Yes. Yep. Do you have another question?
I was just going to ask about your presentation, or when you're writing the apps or premium and all that. What age group are you usually selling this to
I'd say age groups, I'd say 30, 35 to, it goes down to 18. So if you have individuals who, are 18 years old, and, I wrote one of these on my son. He's 19 years old. I want him to start building cash value, so it's good for the young people. It's also good for, 30 years old and the individuals who don't want to take blood, urine, paramedical exam, who doesn't want to do that. That is the product for those individuals.
But to be honest, if the person's healthy and can qualify for a fully underwritten, the premiums are going to be quite a bit less. So why would you?
I just wonder, as far as marketing or the presentations going, how you might be appealing it to them, or that process, because it's not part of our core IUL Express, as far as it's not in the presentation, there's no script for it, that we had to master or anything like that. So.
But the thing is, like Debbie said, the fully underwritten products are cheaper, but if they qualify for an express product, it could take a long time for a fully underwritten product to go through.
comparison to the ROP, 30-year ROP, to an IUL, let's say it's $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
When they get to, let's say, 20 years or age 80, the potential accumulated value against the S&P 500 versus what they would get, well, let's say 30 years, where they would get either get the money back or they would have a permanent paid-up policy. Are we talking like similar numbers that they're going to be at as far as that refund that they would have gotten back versus what the cash value would have accumulated?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons they're kind of getting rid of the ROP, because the IUL Express at 30 years, I mean, the accumulation value and what you would get back in 30 years is not very far off. So, yeah.
So we're in the ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. A lot of people compare the IUL Express to a 20-year Term Life Express. The thing is that, on the Term Life Express or a term product, you're paying premium for that amount. The premium stays the same. The premium stays the same. The death benefit stays the same in that amount of time. But on an IUL Express, you might be paying more premium, in the long run. But look at the premium and the accumulation value. Look at the difference. You're not really paying much more.
Guaranteed for the 20 years.
Correct.
And then that 21st year could
It could go possibly up. It could stay the same. Yes.
Something you pointed out when I had a presentation with you, and it was so good, was my particular client, who also happens to be my husband, was paying on a term policy, and he said, all that money you've been paying all those years, it's like throwing it out the window because you have nothing after that term policy's paid. So at least with the universal life, you're accumulating value,
Yep.
and that money's going someplace. It's just not being thrown out the window. So
Yep. It goes two ways. It goes to paying the policy charges, the cost of insurance, and then part of it goes to building that accumulation value for, when you need it on a rainy day. Or when life throws you a curveball as the...
Did you say we access that video?
You can access that video on mutualofomaha.com/simple. It's a no login, no password website. A lot of you hear me promote that website.
You said /simple?
The word simple, SIMPLE. Yep. mutualofomaha.com/simple. Any other questions?
And the term life's going away after this?
The ROP part of it,
Okay.
the rider.
I got it.
That even shocked me. It's been around a long time. Return of premium. Any other questions?
are you going to talk at all about the life protection advantage product?
I'm not. Nope. If anyone wants to talk about the fully underwritten products, give me a call. I can talk about those. Those are just, there's a lot of detail going into a fully underwritten IUL. Yes.
The folks that have that ROP right now, will they be grandfathered in? Or?
Yeah, those policies stay the same. It's just new business. And I'll have Ron and I will send out an email next week when we get back. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you. Let me know if you have questions. Give me a call.